What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to episode number 24 of our RB Barna Let's Play here in Football Manager 2020, and today we're playing in the Supercopa España semi-final. Yes, we'll probably have the final as well, if we make it to that. That might be getting ahead of ourselves. As you can see, this is a cup competition between the four most successful teams from the previous season in Spain, and just like all great tournaments, it's played in Saudi Arabia. So yes, we've gone to sunny Saudi Arabia for a winter tournament. I hope we can win it. I hope we can do it quite convincingly. We'll have to see how we get on, though. It's not going to be easy, and well, we're taking on Barcelona, who we took on last episode. Since you were last here, though, there has been quite a lot of football played. Of course, I left you at the start of November. It's been 2 months. We have had the winter break in that time, but as you can see, we have played 8 games in competitive matches. And, well, we started off with a game against Sociedad, a 2-0 win, Abel Ruiz with a brace. And, well, following on from that, the Champions League, playing against Porto. And I mean, what a win this was. We win this game 4-1. We get off to an absolute flyer. 5 minutes in, we take the lead in this game. Unfortunately for us, Fabio Silva grabs a goal for Porto, of course, the young Portuguese forward, just nipping in ahead of Blanco and getting the ball, taking it round him and slotting it into the empty goal. But in the second half, our players just got their shooting boots on. I wish they had these boots on every day. Koita scored an absolute screamer from range, and well, not to be one-upped, Denis Suarez scored a goal where the keeper didn't even move. He was just rooted to the spot. The ball flew like an absolute bullet into the top corner. I think you could have had 2 keepers in goal. They wouldn't have been able to stop it. And, well, just 10 minutes later, Suso grabbed a 4th for us. Nice little curled effort, actually, to the far post. A really nice finish. And, yeah, a convincing little win there, which put us in a really good position in the Champions League, where we knew we were qualified for the knockout round, and because we'd beaten Porto by a larger margin than they had beaten us by previously, we were then top of the group. So knowing that we were through in the Champions League, we continued on. You can see our rotated 11 got a very good win against Rayo, Elena, and also Abel Ruiz getting goals in that game. We then took on Real Betis, and you can see Koita got a brace, Abel Ruiz with another hat-trick to his name. He was on absolute fire in this run of games. We then took on Athletically Bilbao in what was an absolute classic. We'll watch the goals for this one because it was just a weird game. Some comedic goals, some great goals, some downright weird goals as well. There was a lot of defensive howlers in this game. But we got off to not the best of starts. We conceded early on through Urain, who actually grabbed a hat-trick in this game, including 2 goals in the same minute. Fortunately for us, though, Haaland was good in front of goal, and he got a first-half hat-trick. The pick of the bunch, I feel like, was a one-on-one he had where he kind of hit it, and it hit the post, and it just barely trickled over the line. It didn't even touch the back of the net, and yet the net kind of rippled. It was that good of a shot, I guess. But it was a really good finish, and, well, at half-time, 3-1 up, Haaland hat-trick, you're laughing, Koita makes it 4-1, and I get out the deck chair and think, well, we can relax now. Koita's goal, a bit of a comedy of errors, but we're not going to complain. It's the easiest goal he'll get all year. Urain, however, had different ideas. 2 goals in 2 minutes. The first one, Blanco, not sure what he was doing, but it wasn't great. And then they almost scored straight from our own kickoff. In fact, you can see the kickoff in the highlights. It was kind of embarrassing. And, well, 4-3 is how it finished. Anyway, following on from that, 3 more competitive matches we played. We beat Ajax in the Champions League away from home. Abel Ruiz and Reguilon getting the goals as our rotated 11 got a very good result. We then took on Osasuna 4 days later, a 4-1 win in this game, a variety of goal scorers. Reguilon grabbing another. Apparently the left-back has just got his, I don't know, he's got his shooting hat on. He's been doing very well. And, well, following on from a winter break, we have played Huesca in the league, and Abel Ruiz grabbed a hat-trick, and this guy's on fire. He's got 14 goals in 8 league games and 3 appearances on off the bench. He's been the only goal scorer really in our second 11. Obviously, we've discussed it before. We have 2 kind of starting teams that we are rotating around. And he's been superb. And actually, it's been our raw goal scoring ability that is seeing us do so well this year. You can see the top 3 goal scorers in the league are our players. And then in terms of average rating, we have the top 3 highest average ratings. And we also have Denis Suarez, who only has 6 assists, which when you consider we have the 3 highest goal scorers in the league, it kind of feels weird that our highest player in terms of number of assists only has 6. He does have 10 in all competitions, but you can see just looking through our squad, the assists are coming from here, there, and everywhere. And well, in the league, because we've gone unbeaten and we've gone on a really good winning run, we have benefited from other teams slipping up. You can see Valencia, Barcelona, and Real Madrid trailing us by a little margin now. We have got the breathing room back up. You can see Valencia have drawn a few games as of late. Some teams you definitely wouldn't expect them to draw against, like Espanyol. Of course, they, as you can see here, have only lost to ourselves and Barcelona and Real Madrid. Yeah, Real Madrid, not Barcelona. I've got Barcelona on my mind because you can see here they've lost against Valencia and Real Madrid, and then they've had a few questionable draws. And well, for Real Madrid, they've only lost one game all year. It was against Espanyol, but they've got lots of draws, admittedly, against weaker teams. Real Madrid seem to be able to beat every one of us, but they just can't quite do it against the smaller teams, which has worked out in our favour. And obviously, we are just scoring goal after goal after goal after goal. We've scored 48 goals in 19 games. And we've only conceded 16, which is a pretty good defensive record, but maybe it could be a little bit better. We have the joint best goal difference in the league. Because of how well we're doing, the board have said, hey, expectations, shall we up them? And I said, sure, let's have a title challenge. Let's win the league. They've loved that. They've upped the wage budget as a result of that to 1.9 million. Which means that we're sat with 450 or 431, if we want to be precise, £1,000 in the bank. But they're not giving me any transfer budget, and I'm sat looking at this 98 million thinking, can I have some transfer budget, please? I could rejig the budget slightly, but that would not actually give me that much money. You might be thinking, Jack, who would you want to sign if you could have some money? And the answer is, I would love a new goalkeeper. I would really, really love just a new first-choice goalkeeper, because as good as Blanco is, I mean, you can see his average rating in the league has been a 6.74. Like, it's really not been that great. We've been rotating him and Martinez a lot this year. And to be fair, Martinez has been putting in the better performances. So, I have been looking at goalkeepers. That is a thing. We can take a look at the goalkeepers that I've been looking at, because there's been a few on my little short list. There's one in particular who I'm quite excited about, and it's Porto's goalkeeper, which is a little bit of an odd one, I appreciate. The other options are players like Onana, the Ajax goalkeeper. We have also looked at Donnarumma. We've looked at Kepa. Alex Merritt's been on the agenda. Yeah, I'm definitely hunting around to see what we can get. But the one player I'm actually liking the look of at the moment the most, and we're in the process of scouting him. He may have even had the scout report come in and I've missed it. But it's actually Porto's goalkeeper, which is this guy, Diogo Costa. He's got 2 international caps. He's 22 years old. And if we just compare him to Blanco here, you can see he's just better than Blanco in all areas. He's 22, not a particularly high value, not a particularly high salary. I think we could match that. Yeah, I feel like he would be good. He wouldn't necessarily be the largest step up, but, well, at 22 years old, he's only going to get better, and he looks like he's a very, very good player. But there's other players we've looked at. We have looked at Onana. I think he is maybe second on my list if for whatever reason we couldn't make it work. Onana here would definitely be a really, really good fit. You can see if we just compare him to Blanco. He's just a lot better in a lot of areas, just a more rounded keeper. His distribution's really good as well. You might have noticed on our club overview page, and I don't know if this is still going to be the case. It probably won't be now knowing me. Or is it club overview page? Which page is it? Where it shows players like with the best passing and stuff. That's really awkward that I can't remember it. Either way, kind of our player with the best pass completion, oh, it's here, is actually our goalkeepers. So it is a really essential part of their game that they do it. And so Onana might make the most sense because his distribution is so good. But anyway, it's a rematch against Barcelona today. They say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing again and again and expecting different results. And that's exactly what we're going to do compared to last time we played Barcelona. The only player missing is Lisandro Martinez, who picked up a little injury. He's been out for a few weeks. Fortunately, it's happened over the winter break, so it couldn't have really happened at a better time for us. So that does mean that Perez is going to slot in at left centre-back for us. But anyway, we'll see how we get on here. If it's kind of anything like the way I think this competition's going to be run, I think the final will follow a couple of days after this game against the winner of the other semi-final. I think we'll just do that in this live com if we get that far. If we don't, I'll cry a little bit. Maybe we can talk a little bit more about some goings-on off the pitch. And, well, we'll mentally reset for La Liga. But, of course, this is a good chance for some silverware. And that's something that we're yet to achieve here. And make no mistake, I would love to win this competition. but it's not going to be easy because we have struggled against the bigger teams so far this year. And, well, Griezmann shoots straight into Blanco's hands with the rebound. That was a let-off. Marauded on through, hit the woodwork. I'm already worried that Barcelona are about to bully us. We had such a good record until this season against them. And then the one year where we look pretty faultless against all the smaller teams and we're just winning and winning and winning. Suddenly Barcelona have turned into this team that we just turn into potatoes when we play against. Although Denis Suarez has won the ball well there. What can he do? He lays it inside to Florentino Luis, who pumps it to Haaland, who can't quite get there ahead of ter Stegen in the foot race. I'm so happy, by the way, with how well our strikers are playing. Last year, we were struggling for goals. So to see Abel Ruiz have this really kind of breakthrough year, I feel like he really benefited from playing for the B team last year. Obviously, to see Koita just hit the ground running, having joined from Salzburg, where he averaged a goal a game last season, and to almost match that in La Liga, that is just absolutely superb. As Blanco has a very unconvincing save again. Currently, Barcelona are creating a lot, although we're breaking here. Koita, can you cross the ball in? He tries to pick out Haaland. He does pick out Haaland, who lays it to Suarez, who hits the woodwork. Rebound, maybe. He sneaks it in. We will take that on the counter. Only his third goal of the season for Suarez. He's got 10 assists to his name. He really has done the business as that wide playmaker for us. And I'm beginning to feel like wide playmaker is an underappreciated role. It's a role that I've not really used much going into this year's Football Manager. Denis Suarez might be the first player who I've ever really had who I've gone, he's a wide playmaker. He fits that role in my team. But he's done a really, really good job for us. And, well, we'll see if he can do anything here as Harden lays it inside to him. Nicely worked between Reguilon and Suarez. One thing about this starting 11 now is it's starting to get a lot of gelling, a lot of understanding. And while Suso's through here, can he finish it? ter Stegen gets a big hand. Can Denis Suarez keep the ball alive? He's very much crowded out there. And, well, as a result, Barcelona able to turn over possession and get it clear. 25 minutes gone. We are one goal up. A little against the run of play, perhaps, but we are creating a decent number of chances. I was looking at some of the team detailed stats for the league this year. Suso's got a tight groin. You know what? I'm not even going to risk it in this competition. We'll bring in Mendes. But yes, I was looking at kind of team statistics for the La Liga season. Our average possession is 47%. We don't like to keep the ball. We like to just get it forward quickly in our 4-4-2. We are happy to hold a defensive shape, frustrate teams, and then hit them on the counter with our pace. And with, just a midfield quartet who just have incredible passing range. It has to be said. It's one of our big strengths is the fact that all of our midfielders can just pick out a pass from nowhere. Any of them who get the ball can just launch that counter-attack, and it really does work nicely. And, of course, when we have Lisandro Martinez fit as well. As far as defenders go, with kind of passing ability, you don't get much better than him. Anyway, we have been on the back foot in this game, which is a tiny bit concerning. And to start the second half, it's much the same. Although, we've got the ball here. Luis, where are you going? Don't do anything silly here, Reguilon. Just get it out. That'll do me. Haaland now with it. Trying to pick out Koita. Well defended, though, by Barcelona. All the way back to ter Stegen. And now with De Jong. I am nervous here. This should be a nothing competition, but we've not won silverware yet. This would be a great opportunity. And, well, Ousmane Dembele finds his way clear through on goal and tucks it into the bottom corner. It's not what you want to see. Only his fourth goal of the year. He's carrying a little bit of an injury here. But yeah, De Jong picks him out with a defence-splitting pass. Nordi just switched off for half a second. The Frenchman and, well, his international compatriot from the French national team, Dembele, obliged by finishing the finish, I was about to say. He finished the finish and ultimately punishing what was, in the grand scheme of things, a slightly minor mistake. I'm a little bit nervous that our highlight has started immediately, but let's see what we can do. We are the team in possession. Koita could get there. He does get there. Can he finish it? Of course he can. Denis Suarez with another incredible pass. 17 goals for the season for Koita. What a player he has turned out to be. He's actually listed as our club key player, if I'm not mistaken. He certainly has been as of late, although it has changed a few times through the season. Lovely little finish on his left foot as well. And, well, now we need to defend once more as Messi whips it in. We head it clear. It's been an entertaining match so far. Palacios' header doesn't really get it away from danger as De Jong still has it. Can we force a turnover of possession deep in Barcelona? Well, I was about to say deep in Barcelona's half. It's not really deep in their half, but deep in their shape, certainly. Ball whipped in here, Blanco collects. I'm always a little bit scared when the ball comes to him in the air like that. I'm almost anticipating a mistake, which I know is not healthy. Haaland to Koita. Can he finish this? Oh, what a tackle that is by Umtiti. Makes amends for kind of being caught out of position, and an absolutely humongous tackle as we whip the ball to the back post, and it's just headed away to safety. What can we do here? We dink it to Denis Suarez. Options in the middle. What can the wide playmaker do? Nothing, and it was just a pointless highlight, which I got needlessly excited about. Apparently De Jong is pulling all the strings and we need to close him down more. Let's do that then, Mr. Assistant. As we dink it through to Haaland. Can he finish on the one-on-one? No, he can't. Ter Stegen stands tall and stands firm. Palacios and Florentino Luis haven't played particularly well. I'm going to go for a double change in the centre of the midfield. We're going to bring in Jedson Fernandez and Hadara, two players who have regularly played alongside one another and looked very, very good for us. Messi's picked up a knock. Excellent. Let's hope that that's a serious... let's hope it's not a serious injury, because that would be really, really sad. But it would also help our title race if he was out for a while. Sorry, Leo. It's just the way I operate. Right, Dembele's through again. Blanco makes a good save there, although I have a sneaking suspicion that might have been going wide. It's just dawned on me. We've had 6 clear-cut chances in this game. We've scored 2 of them. That is actually pretty shocking. As Fati has the ball in the wide area. And what a huge tackle that is by Denis Suarez. He's doing his defensive duty. I had to click on him for a second. I could see the number 10, but I wanted to make sure my eyes weren't deceiving me. And it was the wide playmaker putting in an absolutely humongous tackle. As now Alan has the ball. It's with Arta, Umtiti. Dembele now in the wide area. Can we stop them? We can't, although that's another pretty good save, and it's parried away to safety as well. Going to do a shouty shout of demand more, but we are on the back foot here as things stand. And oh my word, we've got very, very lucky there. Blanco in no man's land. And straight after that, another highlight starts. Please stop this, Football Manager. Don't do this to me. What can Nordi do here at right back? He lays it down to Brais Mendes. On off the bench, he should be fresh-legged. He should be able to chase that. It didn't look like he was too bothered about chasing it, in truth. Alan launches the ball from deep. Blanco's got to come and get that. He gets very lucky. I don't know if Griezmann would have been offside. Indeed, he would have been, so it wouldn't have counted. Reguilon's on a 6.1 rating. That is not good. I want to do another demand more shout, but I can't do it. We've got a set piece here. We cross it in. Koita's there to Perez, who gets his shot blocked. And, well, it was offside, I think, by Perez. Time trickling away. We stay 2-1 ahead. We've been on the back foot for a lot of this game, whilst also creating chances. There's 3 minutes plus any additional time to cling on here. Can we make something happen? Haaland back post heads it over. That was a good opportunity. Right, Semedo now with it. We block the ball coming in. Griezmann now with it. Oh, it's Sergi Roberto who scores. Oh, that's heartbreaking. I mean, it's been coming, but of all the players to score, it's their right back, which is a little bit of insult to injury. Griezmann to Fati. Attempts to play it inside. They recycle possession well, but... you don't really back him to score from there. He's placed it well, although the fact that Blanco hasn't even stuck out an arm is a little upsetting. It's the 89th minute. It's 2-2, and another highlight immediately starts. Koita. Go on, my friend. Go on, my friend. He's missed it. Can he keep it alive? Don't shoot. Back into the danger area here, Denny. With Reguilon. He can't get the ball into the box. It's another clear-cut opportunity. We've had 8 of them. And now they've got a highlight. Oh, Football Manager, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Sergi Roberto heads over on this occasion. But I am rocked and I am shook. And with a minute left, they've got a corner. Dembele crosses it in. Umtiti onto the woodwork, I think. I don't know if the keeper made a stop there. The woodwork has been hit 4 times. How is this game only 2-2? Both teams have had so many chances. Fati now with the ball, hits it. It bounces around and it just falls to Griezmann, and I feel like crying. I know they've had more shots, but I feel like we had the better opportunities, and to concede like that with a minute left. It just ricochets around and off Reguilon's shins, bless him. He's not had a good day. It just falls straight to the Frenchman. I mean, I can't do anything. The game's over. It finishes 3-2. That is a humiliating collapse, and it reinforces the idea that we need a new goalkeeper in my head. Oh, that is just... I mean, Denis Suarez got player of the match, but... I kind of just feel empty and upset. Now we have to mentally reset and go again in the league. We're not going to get a chance at silverware there. Apparently a few of our players are being shown interest. Tavares... Why have I got an asking price set of 18 million? I want a higher asking price than that for Tavares. What would I sell him for? He's become less important to me this year because we have got Herrero, who, to be fair, hasn't been given any opportunities in the first team, but is in our first team squad. He's been playing for the B team. Oh, this kind of money is now tempting me. Purely because... I'm going to up the asking price, but purely because it would probably allow me to get a goalkeeper. I want 40 million for him, Watford. They're never going to offer that. They've come back to me with an offer. They're tempting me. How about 35? Anything above 25, and I feel like I have to sell him. 30? Oh, they've offered me 23. It's like they knew that I said about 25. He's good, but he's not great. But he has been very, very solid for us this year, and he has been a squad player. How has Herrero done so far this year for the B team? 7.22 when he's played, but it is a league below. Let's compare him with Tavares here. Better defensively, but not as good going forward. And going forward is where I kind of need the second best 11 fullbacks to be strongest. Just because they're playing traditionally against weaker teams. So I want them to have more influence on the game going forward. Oh, I'm going to reject it. But if I got a bid of 25 million up front, I think I'd probably have to just take it. Oh, well, it's like the game knew and it's willing to tempt me. Right, we've got a new contract offer. I totally forgot to mention this, but before the game and before I hit start record, I was like, I should request a new contract. They've given us a new contract. They still want me to make the most of set pieces. Surely they know that that's going to be a struggle. They've offered me a 4-year deal, though, so they are committing to the long haul. It's the first time they've actually offered me a long-term deal at the club, so I'm very, very happy about that. And £69,000 a week. Nice. I want to ask for more transfer budget, but I don't think we can. Oh, I mean, I need to have a think about our wheeling and dealing. Let's see who wins the Super Coppa, shall we? I kind of want it to be a Real Madrid-Barcelona final, and then they get loads of players injured. I mean, that's a weird sense of deja vu. It finished 3-2 Real Madrid with them scoring a winner in the 95th minute. This competition's been like the best ever kind of pointless competition in Saudi Arabia ever. Got a few offers on youngsters to go out on loan. I don't want to loan these guys out yet. Alejandro, he's not ready to go out on loan. He needs a little bit more time left in the oven. Napoli have made an offer for Elena. They've offered 11 million. Yeah, that ain't happening. I know he's kind of in our second string 11, but he's got a 7.81 average rating in the league. This man is a difference maker for us. And on £28,000 a week, we're absolutely laughing. I'm thinking about when we're going to be back. We probably have to come back for that Real Madrid game, don't we? I just realised we're in January. Does that mean that we've had our youth intake preview come in? I mean, by the way, just while we're here, Blanchard, oh my God, he looks insane. Look at him. Look at him. And also, Freitas is developing well. It's a good time here to be at Barna. And you can see some of our other youngsters doing well. Tony here, out on loan in the second division of Spain. 18 years old, playing regularly. He looks absolutely superb. And Delgado, looking very good as well. All of our young players are developing. It's just a great time. You can see here as well, our players on loan at Salzburg. Morato is absolutely loving it. And Brian Gill, I mean, actually, he's not improved that much. But the graph makes it look like he's improved a lot. So that's something. Have we had a youth candidates preview? Oh, we have. Okay. There's wide midfielders aplenty. We don't have any positional shortages. I don't know if I've seen that line before. At least one of our fullbacks has promise. At least one of our centre-backs has promise. In terms of wingers, there are 2 very handy prospects. We have a forward who could be considered a fine prospect. We have one good Spanish left winger from Barcelona who's caught the eye. This is a terrific group of players. Golden generation. So what is the weakness? The next crop of wide midfielders do not look like great prospects. So we've got a lot of them, but none of them are good. Attacking midfielders are below the required standards, and we're not going to have any wing-backs. I mean, I'm fine with the positives there. I'm going to be honest, Mr. Head of Youth Development. That is perfectly fine with me. Right. When is the Super Coppa final? I'm going to assume it's like now. Is it now? When is the final? Does it give me a date? I don't want to attend the game. Maybe I can see it in the team schedules. That's probably my best bet. Okay, they're playing on the 9th, and then they've got league games. Man, fixture congestion in Spain is kind of real. I just want to see who wins it out of Barcelona and Real Madrid. I also kind of secretly want to make it so that if you were watching the first match, you wouldn't know if we made it to the second leg or the final or not, based on the length of the video. Because if the video is 15 minutes, and after 12 minutes the game's finishing, you know what's happened. You know that we've lost the final, or rather the semi-final. So 200 IQ. Leon make Ruiz offer. Oh my god, they're offering pretty good money. Leipzig have made an offer for Blesser. That's not a good offer. Oh, would I sell? Oh, Sergey. It's like the game heard that I was praising him. They've made an offer for Abel Ruiz, but it's not that great an offer for a player who scored 14 goals in 8 games. Does he really have even a price on his head? His price, 80 million, is what I want. Yeah, go home, Leon. Hey, Leon, leave my players alone. See, I should do karaoke. I realise that's probably not even... You probably can't even tell what song I'm referencing there. Jedson Fernandez has had a loan offer with an optional future fee of 21 million. No. Hero might want a new contract. Beltran. Right, Reguilon, can you solve this? Our team leaders are very good at solving issues, which is one good thing actually here at the moment. Look at that. Reguilon's just a genius. Apparently Mariba's shown incredible improvements. Look how good he is. I kind of need to find a spot for him in the first team. But, yeah, you can see if we just look at the hierarchy. We've got Suarez, Reguilon and Florentino Luis, who are all team leaders. And they have such a good influence. They've got to a point now where, as you saw there, players come with problems. I just pile them off to the team leaders and they just kind of deal with the situation for me. It's lovely. Don't have to deal with any of the problems myself. I just par it off onto my players and they sort it out between themselves. Here's Costa's scout report. Consistent, doesn't like big matches and might not be adaptable. I might go back to Onana with that scene. We can accept these offers for Alonso, I think. He's never going to make it in the first team. Onana does make the most sense, but he's got an asking price potentially of 75 million. See, Alex Merritt's very, very good as far as goalkeepers go, but his actual kind of passing, kicking, throwing is kind of meh. I did also look unironically at Jordan Pickford, who's quite good. Onana kind of makes the most sense, or Donnarumma, but Donnarumma's wages are always going to be a problem. Can I ask the board to sign him? No. No is the answer. Right, let's see the Super Coppa final, and then I think we have to wrap things up here. Oh my god, Griezmann scored 5. Griezmann scored 5 as Barcelona won 5-1. I kind of want to see what happened in this game. I mean, they had 6 shots and 5 of them went in. I mean, fair play, Griezmann. Fair play. Messi had a good game as well with 3 assists. I guess we didn't injure him enough, unfortunately. But anyway, we're going to wrap things up there. I've got to think about doing some wheeling and dealing, but it's not going to be too long until we're back again. We've got that game against Real Madrid. It's only a matter of a few games away, but that's a big one in terms of our season. If we could beat Real Madrid, we could pull as far as 11 points clear of them. And, well, at the halfway point, things are looking pretty bloomin' rosy for us. And hopefully we can continue at a similar pace to how we are doing right now. And, well, we'll find out, I guess, next time. Thank you for watching, as always, guys. Really do appreciate the support on this series. I'm recording a lot of these episodes you're seeing over the festive period ahead of schedule, but your support has been nothing short of just remarkable throughout this series. And I'm having a lot of fun playing this right now, so I'm excited for next time. Hopefully, I will see you guys for that one soon. And, well, it is me, Jack, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.